I've come to a city founded in around 71 AD by none other than the Romans. They called it Eboracum. Eboracum. Well, anyway, we call it York. And I've been lucky enough to bag myself another illustrious tour guide, historian Dr. Simon Elliott.
Hi, Dr. Simon, how you doing?
It's great to meet you, Alison.
We're heading into York Minster. One of the oldest cathedrals in Europe. But Simon tells me it's what lies beneath that is really impressive.
Simon, why have you brought me here to this dungeon?
Well, firstly, Alison, it's a crypt, so this is a place where the sort of rich people in York would have been buried from the medieval period.
So there's dead people in here?
You're actually sitting on top
Right.
of someone's tomb.
Orcs.
What do you know about the Romans from being taught history?
Oh, well, I know Rome was not built in a day, that's for sure. Very good gladiators. I can remember Julius Caesar.
Well, it's really interesting you say that, because Julius Caesar is the individual, along with Cleopatra, which most people reference when they talk about the Roman Empire. And Caesar is also famous for coming to Britain, and a lot of people think that Caesar conquered Britain, but he didn't. So effectively, he came, he saw, but he didn't conquer.
Oh.
Now, the most important Roman, I would argue, who actually ever came to Britain was the African emperor, Septimius Severus.
Hold on. Let's just stop there.
Okay.
Are you telling me there was an African emperor?
There was an African emperor, and he was one of the greatest Roman emperors. So he was born in North Africa in AD 145, and he died here, right beneath your feet.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So
in York?
In York. This is where he would have lived. His bedroom would have been within 10 yards of where we're sitting, below us. Actually, I can show you what the family looked like.
Really?
Because we have a portrait here called the Severan Tomba. This is like a photograph.
Oh my goodness.
Of the Severan family. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
There they are.
Wow. It's amazing to actually see his portrait. It's a black man, isn't it? I always remember the Romans being quite violent when I was at school. Was Severus nasty?
He was a warrior. He came here to Britain in AD 208. He got a message from the governor, and the governor said that we here in Britain are being attacked from the north and we're in danger of being overrun. The first thing he does is have them build the walls of Roman London.
Wow.
So the city of London, to this day, the square mile is defined by the African Emperor Septimius Severus. If you walk into the reception area of the British Museum, the first bust you see is a bust of Septimius Severus, alabaster white, but actually, when it was in real life in the Roman world, it would have been painted as he was, a man from North Africa, a black man.
So no one would know that that was not a white man?
Absolutely right. This is a man who's there all the time. He's right in front of us all the time in the British Museum, but nobody knows, unless you dig into the story, that he was a warrior emperor from North Africa who stayed true to his own heritage.
This is just incredible. I can't believe I don't know about this story, and it's such a good story as well.
It's got everything. It's more Game of Thrones than Game of Thrones.
An African Roman emperor ruling Britain? How did I not know about this? And Dr. Simon's got another surprise up his sleeve.
There's an amazing artist called Daniel Vossart who specialises in creating realistic images of Roman emperors, and he's created this. I give you...
Wow! It looks so real, doesn't it? That looks so real.
If you look at his eyes, it's like looking into the eyes of a real person.
This African emperor has just completely blown my mind. It's completely changed my idea of the whole Roman Empire. I so wish I had known this as a child.
The Roman Empire is a truly cosmopolitan mixing pot of people from all over the Roman Empire.
He's powerful, he was a warrior, you know, he led from the front, people respected him, and most importantly for me, is he's really fit.
Listen, baby.
So in order to get closer to Severus, Simon suggested that I come up north and visit an archaeologist site in order to find out about Severus's glorious empire. I am very excited.
There when you want me, some
This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at all the sheep.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Home of the world-famous Hadrian's Wall, this is where Britain's African emperor, Septimius Severus, and his huge entourage set up camp nearly 2,000 years ago. So I wanted to dig a little bit deeper.
Woo! Andrew! Hi, babes!
Although I didn't mean literally.
Are you prepared to
Get my hands dirty. So we're doing a bit of archaeology.
We're going to be working down there, digging through the debris left behind
Yeah.
by the garrisons who were fighting the war with Severus. So, come on down here.
Oh, you can't even hold me?
No, I'm not allowed to, no.
Chivalry's gone out the window with this flipping COVID, ain't it?
This site was a Roman garrison, where Severus set up a refugee camp to protect soldiers and civilians escaping the attacks from the north. And I hear they've left behind a wealth of artefacts.
I do actually feel closer to Severus actually doing this. I feel like I'm like one of his workers today. It's just mind-boggling that he was such an integral and important like person. Yet I've never heard of him.
It is crazy. I mean, there are a lot of Roman emperors, and we really should make more, particularly of the ones who spend a significant time in Roman Britain. Because when they're in Roman Britain, the centre of the empire travels with them. A huge amount of people from all over his empire, and a lot of them stick around and they become British.
I'm all for taking part in these sort of things and everything, but, you know, getting my nails dirty just ain't gonna happen.
I'm not sure archaeology is a full-time career for you, Alison, but
How do you know I might discover something really important today? Right, I'm ready for this. Hey, you got a chair?
I'll be honest, for no other man but Severus would I be on my knees digging in a muddy trench in the rain.
Oh my God, I found something.
that's a rock.
Oh. What's that?
Ah, okay, that's a little bit of calcited bone, so just be
I
careful.
thought it was gold. Thought I'd struck gold. Or maybe Severus's sword. Have you ever found anything African related?
We get African-style little beaker cups, which really come from that part of the world and don't come into Britain until Severus brings across his army.
You actually found African products then?
Yeah, we
Wow.
get couscous pots,
Really?
which is fantastic.
Which is North African, which is where he's from.
And of course we get people. So under the floors of one of the barracks, we have an African child.
Really?
Yeah, it's buried under the floor.
Wow.
That is a child's shoe.
Oh my goodness, look
Made
at
of
it.
leather.
What is it, leather?
Leather, you can see they've sort of worn the heel a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
On that's a little baby boot.
So there were multiple African people here.
Yes. Severus is the most famous African person for sure, but he's certainly, by a long stretch, not the only one.
Wow. Oh, there's something here. What's this?
Well, there you go.
What's this?
Your first proper piece of pot.
A little bit of pottery. Look at the size of that. What's amazing about this is black history is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
You just got to dig for it.
It's all over Britain.
But by far, my most surprising discovery
I'm getting into this.
was that I actually quite like this archaeology stuff.
I can't believe how much I'm loving it. I never thought I'd get into this, but it's actually quite addictive, you know. How much do you reckon I'd get for this at the Antiques Roadshow?
You might get the police coming around and saying, where did you find that stuff?
Really? Oh, can we not keep it once we...
No, it all goes
It's not ours.
it all goes to the museum.
Really thought it was finders keepers. I don't think I would have put as much effort in if I'd known. 2,000 years ago, there were people from Africa right here where I'm standing. Just a shame they never sent me to Africa. It's bloody freezing here.